Hello, I'm Magella Ferguson, the Manager of International Development for the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences at the University of Queensland. Firstly, thank you for considering studying with us at UQ. Today I'm just going to give you a brief presentation on some of our programs. You can find more information obviously at the UQ website, which is www.uq.edu.au. So, the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences at UQ is made up of 7 schools. We're quite a large faculty. We cover the School of Education, the School of Political Science and International Studies, the School of Languages and Cultures, the School of Social Science, the School of Communication and Arts, the School of Historical and Philosophical Inquiry, and the School of Music. But what is important to also know is that we have a number of research centres and institutes. Now I've listed here a number of our research centres and institutes. So really, as a student at UQ, you will be learning from top researchers. So your lecturers will also be researchers, so you will be at the cutting edge of the knowledge in the area that you go into. Okay, I also wanted to highlight some of our super facilities. Now, under the Humanities and Social Sciences, you have access to these facilities. But these facilities are also available for students taking any programs across the University of Queensland. We have 3 museums, the R.D. Mills Antiquities Museum, the Anthropology Museum, and an Art Museum. These are all located on the St. Lucia campus, and students can access these. We also have a purpose-built dig site for our archaeology students. We have science labs, we have the Geoffrey Rush Drama Studio, we have interpreting training centre built to UN standards, we have a music performance facility including 2 Steinway pianos, we have a number of networks for students so they can access special learning space, our Journalism and Communication Student Ideas Centre, Jack Radio, we have a TV station, so there are a lot of facilities to actually assist with your learning here at UQ. Now, as I said, we're quite a large faculty and we cover a number of different programs. I've listed here some of our undergraduate programs and our postgraduate programs. I won't be able to cover all the programs today because, as you can see, there are too many, but I will highlight a few of our programs. So at the undergraduate level, the flagship program, which I'll be discussing in more detail, is the Bachelor of Arts program. We also offer a Bachelor of Communication, a Bachelor of Journalism, a Bachelor of Education at the secondary level and primary level, a Bachelor of International Studies, a Bachelor of Music, and a Bachelor of Social Science. At the postgraduate level, we have a Master of Communication, Master of Applied Linguistics, Master of Development Practice, Graduate Diploma in Education, a Master of Teaching, Primary, Master of Educational Studies, Master of International Studies, Master of Governance and Public Policy, Master of Arts in Writing, Editing and Publishing, Master of Arts in Chinese Translation and Interpreting, Master of Arts in Japanese Interpreting and Translation, a Master of Music and a Master of Museum Studies. Now at the postgraduate level, we also offer students the Graduate Certificate and the Graduate Diploma. So depending on what your previous studies are, you may not be eligible for direct entry into a master's program, but you may be eligible for an articulation pathway into the master's. So I'll talk about the Bachelor of Arts program. UQ has the strongest BA program in Queensland and one of the best in Australia. The great thing about our Bachelor of Arts program is that we have over 40 majors and minors from different fields of studies for students to choose from, and the best selection of language majors in Queensland. Now, the Bachelor of Art is great because of its flexibility. So it's really a program that allows students to choose what they're really interested in. So you can design a program that is really attuned to what you want to study. We have a number of internationally renowned scholars. We have world-leading research. We have a curriculum that is highly internationalised, and we have a lot of opportunities for fieldwork and work-integrated learning. So it really helps prepare you to be ready for your future employment. Now, These are all the majors and minors that you can choose from. So as you can see, the choice is quite endless. Some are only offered as minors, and some of the new minors for this year are Latin American Studies, Chinese translation and interpreting as well. So students can come in here and choose from an array of different areas. Okay, so the way that we set up our B Arts program is students need to take a major. They can choose a single major or an extended major. They must also do a minor. So there's 3 different options. So depending on what a student wants to do, they can choose 2 single majors and 3 electives. When we talk about 3 electives, that really means that students can choose from any course across the university. It gives you a lot of flexibility. But we do like students to have a specific area that they major in. If they're doing an extended major in one of our programs, in one of our courses, they must do a minor, because we like you to have breadth of knowledge across certain areas. If you want to do an extended major in psychology, students do need to do 28 units or 14 courses in psychology. It depends on accreditation, and for that particular program for accreditation, you do actually need to do 28 units. Now, some of you may already be studying overseas, and you may be eligible for some credit for your previous studies. The Bachelor of Arts, the Bachelor of Communication, the Bachelor of Journalism, and the Bachelor of Social Science all have an elective credit component. So if you're currently doing some studies overseas, you may be eligible to apply for some credit towards your UQ program. That would actually mean that if you come here and do one of our programs that has elective credit, you may shorten the period of time that you have to study here. The Bachelor of Arts is a 3-year program. If you're coming from a country where you've completed a diploma or an associate degree, you may be eligible for that elective credit, which will reduce your study time here at UQ. You may be interested to go on to our website and hear what our students are actually saying about the Bachelor of Arts program and what we'd like to call as the BA advantage. So what students think they have got from this. If you go to our website, http://uq.edu.au/BA-advantage, you can hear what our students are saying. Another program I wanted to highlight today is the Bachelor of Communication. So students can major in Communication, Media and Culture, Mass Communication or Public Relations. They're the 3 majors. Students, again, with this program have elective component. So you can come in and receive some credit if you have eligible previous studies. Students have an opportunity to undertake an internship in this program. This is a really hands-on, work-integrated learning program. We really want our students to be able to practice what they will be going out and doing in the future. Of course, we cross this program with computer science because of the new range of technologies that have come in with social media. So students are really learning how to use those new technologies as well. The School of Communication Arts has great facilities for studios. We have the Jack Radio, which is a broadcasting radio station run by our students. We have Jack TV, which is also run by our students. Students are getting involved in blogging and all different types of social media. So a really work-integrated learning environment for our students. We are also the only school in Australia to offer courses in communication and social change. Okay, at the postgraduate level, I'd like to talk about one of our new programs. This program commenced in 2014, so we're only in our 2nd year. So it's the Master of Teaching Primary. Now, the great thing about this program is it's a master's program which gives you a teaching qualification. Now, you can do this program in 1.5 years, but it is an intensive mode that you cover a summer semester. At the end of this program, you will actually have a master's and a qualification in teaching by the Queensland College of Teachers. The great thing about this program is we're trying to immerse students in with local schools. So you have a 60-day supervised practicum throughout the program. We're the first and only nationally accredited Master of Teaching primary program in Queensland. It has a really distinct focus on students participating in classroom and really helping facilitate that professional development. So we align you with a school, you will work with a teacher in that school, and it really helps strengthen those relationships early on so that potentially when you finish, you will be linked back to that school. The School of Education was ranked 10th in the world in the recent QS subject rankings in 2014, and that was for its consecutive years running. So a really great outcome for the school. The only thing with the Master of Teaching primary program is that we do have high English requirements. Now this is because you will be working with students, so we need to have a great comprehension of English, understanding and speaking. So students are required to achieve an overall IELTS score of 7.5 with scores in each of the sub-bands of listening 8, reading 7, writing 7 and speaking 8. If you want to hear more about this program, you can go into that link and actually hear about how the program is being run. Now this program is a year and a half. We do offer a 1-year graduate diploma in education. That is for students who have completed an undergraduate degree, a bachelor's degree, and students can come in and teach learn or join the graduate diploma in education, for 1 year, but that is for secondary education. This program is purely focused on primary education. And another thing I should mention, is that this program is not aimed for people who are already teachers. If you are currently a teacher or an educational professional, you would be better doing our Master of Educational Studies program. The Master of Educational Studies is aimed at people who are already qualified teachers who are looking at expanding and specialising in certain areas relating to education. Areas might be leadership or literacy. Okay, also another program that we would like to highlight today is the Master of Governance and Public Policy. The great thing about this program is that it combines both governance and public policy in the one program. So it really offers the theoretical and practical understanding of governance and public policy, which from our understanding is what students and work employees are actually looking for. There is an internship scheme in this program, so we're actually getting students to go out and work in government offices. Also, the quality of teaching in this program is very high, so a lot of the actual lecturers are working with policymakers and they're at the top of the field in research. You can come in and study governance and development, public management, public health or resource management. The great thing about this program as well is the breadth of the areas that you can choose. So you can choose a major and then you have a range of other courses that you can take that can really build upon what you want to make of this program. If you want to hear some more about this program, the program coordinator, you can watch our YouTube clip talking about the outcomes of our graduates from this program and what students think of the program. Okay, something that I really want to highlight, because I can't go into all our programs today, it's really important for students to know that in the current climate, the University of Queensland is really focused on offering our students these work integrated learning opportunities. So this can be in the form of placements or internships. So nearly every program that we offer in the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences incorporates one of these work integrated learning experience. So obviously for education, students go into our local schools. You have public relations internship for students doing communication. Journalism, there's an independent study in journalism and communication. The Master of Development Practice has an independent study where students go overseas. The Bachelor of International Studies has a compulsory semester abroad, so students actually as part of that program have to spend 1 semester at one of our partner institutions. They also have to do language in that program, and then they can major in a field of political science, international relations. Museum Studies has a field school. There's also opportunities for students to work in some of the local art museums and galleries. Languages, we have a number of short-term study programs which encourages students to visit our partner institutions in the country where they're learning that language. And with the Bachelor of Social Science as well, we also have an internship opportunity through that program. So there's lots of different areas where students can gain that hands-on experience. These are just some of our alumni, which are probably worth noting. So the University of Queensland has produced a number of high-quality graduates who've gone on to do some really amazing things. Now, that's the end of the presentation. If you have any inquiries, you can always email study@uq.edu.au. So I hope you enjoyed today's presentation. I hope you still consider coming to study with us here at UQ, and we look forward to welcoming you here. Thank you.